Hello and welcome. This video is brought to you by thestreamingadvisor.com. Tailor your entertainment with streaming. And this video answers the question, why is there a new CBS app? Well, there's an easy answer for it. It's because CBS All Access no longer exists. If you're watching this video before March 4th, it still does. Otherwise, CBS All Access, as we knew it for the last 5 or 6 years, does not exist. It has been replaced with Paramount Plus. But why is there a CBS Access app if there's no longer a CBS All Access service? It's because there is a way to sign in to the app for people who use only CBS via a pay provider. And when I say a pay provider, I'm not talking about a streaming service as much as I am talking about cable TV, maybe a satellite service. You might even have a streaming service like Hulu with live TV, something like that. And with those sorts of services, you can sign in order to access specifically CBS programming, as well as a live stream of your local CBS. So, when you look at something like CBS app without signing in, you'll see that every single episode of a show like All Rise says subscribe. That's because we're neither signed in to CBS or Viacom's own service, nor are we signed in with a TV provider. But what they're doing is trying to simplify things. So, CBS All Access was set up to be both a TV Everywhere app for paid subscribers, as well as an app specific for people signing up for CBS All Access. And it got very confusing when they added all of these Viacom channels to the mix. So, what happened is they're launching Paramount Plus. Paramount Plus is going to combine all of the things that were ever on CBS All Access with a bunch of new original shows, like a revival of Frasier. It's going to feature a number of other things, movies based on old properties, even straight to video, like Access on Demand, major movies after 45 days in the movie theater. So the new Mission Impossible is going to appear on Paramount Plus. The new Quiet Place is going to appear on Paramount Plus. So they're going to try to do a more premium feel for Paramount Plus while leaving the new CBS app there for just people who want to watch the last episode of Blue Bloods, something like that. The app, once you're signed in, is going to allow you to see a lot of stuff. The thing is that it's going to help it be differentiated between the standalone CBS app and the actual Paramount Plus app, which is just a very different thing. It gets confusing when you've got one app that does too many things. So they've simplified it a lot. Now, you might be asking me, does the Paramount Plus app do what CBS All Access always did? And the answer is yes and no. The new CBS app is, like I said, that provides live TV and on-demand access of old CBS shows. The Paramount Plus app, though, will do all of that and more, but it depends on what payment tier you're on. The intro $4.99 tier gives you original content, and it gives you access to a lot of things like CBS sports events, things like that, including the NCAA tournament or NFL football, things like that. But what it doesn't do is give you access to CBS's local affiliates. So if you've been paying $4.99 a month to get your local affiliates through CBS All Access, you're not going to be able to do that anymore. you'll have to have the $9.99 version of the program. That is the commercial-free version of the app, which means any of the CBS All Access originals or the legacy content that you access through that service, it'll all be commercial-free. But it does mean that you're losing access to your live CBS affiliates unless you sign up for the higher tier. So that might be a bummer to some people who are used to paying $4.99 for it. But for those who have been accessing CBS All Access simply to jump in, catch up on favorite shows, or even watch their local games or something like that on the run, you're going to need the new app for it, because the CBS All Access app is actually going to transform into the Paramount Plus app. Like I said, if you're watching this video after the 4th, it probably already has. But that's what's happened. That's why there's no longer a CBS All Access app on your device. That's why you see Paramount Plus, and you might have noticed a new CBS app. I hope that was helpful. I think that this situation could be very confusing, especially if you haven't been paying close attention to what's been going on in streaming. Sure, there were some Super Bowl commercials, but it didn't exactly pop if you didn't know what you were looking at. I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please subscribe, share this video with your friends. As always, I'm Ryan Downey, the Streaming Advisor. Stream on, my friends.